Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the StarLadder CIS Minor Close Qualifiers. My name is Dinko. I'm going to be your host / commentator for the rest of this best of 3 between Gambit Youngsters and Se7en. We're currently in the second map of the series. Se7en have just picked up Inferno after a very hard fought battle. They started off very strong indeed with a one-sided half coming through, but Gambit Youngsters turned up in a big way in the second half, and we've got some crazy players on the server right now. Inters is going to start things off onto a lack. Supra with a tap as well, and good stuff here from Gambit Youngsters. They need the pistol here. They need to start things off well after coming out from a loss. They want to feel confident on their map pick here on Mirage. And again, the winner of this series does progress to the CIS Minor. That is going to be a big prize for two of these teams that will both garner experience at an event like that. You know, these are two teams that will have some young players that need to get to the bigger stages to try and perform, but making their way back into the bomb side is going to be Gambit taking the headshots. They've got the advantages. It's looking like they're about to pull this off. Kinder under a lot of pressure. Headshot from the Fanny. That's all on the HP. The bomb has to get defused here. HP inside of the connector has been covered off, and it will be the defuse coming through in the background. And there it is. The defuse comes through, and it'll be 1-0 for Gambit Youngsters. They will win the pistol. Important stuff here as well. Very important indeed. Shiro was a player that was really impressing me on that last map. Really showing us a lot of skill actually. On the clutches in particular, the AWP was ringing through quite often for him. So hopefully we see more of the same from him in this map, because that is going to be very interesting to watch. Over on Se7en, they'll need to get into this game early, I feel, to really compete against Gambit Youngsters. Mirage will be an interesting affair. Again, if we do need it, our third map will be Vertigo. And we might actually need it in this series, because these two teams have been very close indeed. They've been hella close, in fact. And probably going to be expecting a close map here on Mirage as well. I don't know which way I see this one going, honestly. I think I could definitely see it going in favor of Gambit, and we hit the third map. But also, something in the back of my head just gotta have that sort of hope for Se7en, you know, the team that really no one expected to do well here. I'm setting Prolsto. Nearly taking the win against Windstrike. On the first map, at least, that series. Didn't really get it done on the second. And here goes Se7en. Trying to walk in towards A. Now it's going to be a kill from Shiro. 2 kills on the MP9. Looking for a third as well, and it will be there for him. And now Winter is the last man standing up towards Palace with the Deagle. Yeah, he's going to try and get this shot onto Supra, who is in the middle of the bomb site. Looking for the pick. Supra comes in and cleans it up. Gambit Youngsters looking to make a statement in these first 2 rounds, and they've done that very convincing indeed. Se7en. They're probably coming in as well. AK-47s for lack. Kinder gets one as well. It's going to be round 3 coming through. I think at this point, he's kind of have to hope Se7en can compete to make this game, to give us the early signs of a competitive match. Gambit Youngsters win those first 2 rather easily. Se7en at this point, you know, there is some weaknesses in this buy, and that's a weak player now as well, as lack has been dropped to half HP by that nade. And Shiro will be holding the cross. There's the early pick on the AWP. Man advantage picked up. Kinder trying to make his way over towards the B apartments. We'll toss the Molotov in to try and force anybody who's there away from it. Fanny up here towards the top of the connector as well. Molotov clearing out below. At this point, Inter's just going to be sitting underneath, just waiting for someone to come towards him. But at this point, Se7en have lost 2 players already. Their T side's not looking off to the best of starts here. Yeah, got utility in the arsenal. You can still throw that on in towards the bomb site. That's an interesting place to leave the bomb. It's kind of like hidden away. So if someone does push through despawn, they won't see that the bomb's still there. Lack wants to make some space here towards the B-bomb site. Axel, a player that's been very quiet so far in the series, is there, but he has backup from of course, Inters towards the bench. And he's gonna hold on. There's the headshot. Axel acts as the distraction. Supra picks up Kinder, and Winter is the last man standing into a 1v5. This might not go too well for him as he'll run back in towards ramp. And he'll have the AK double flash and a smoke to his name, but I think that's all he'll gather. And will be a round win again here from Gambit youngsters. All 5 of them staying alive. Se7en not really competing in this one, I'm afraid. And that is a good sign moving forward for Gambit youngsters. Molotov goes up towards the apartments. That's going to prevent Se7en from really finding a fast access point with all 5 players. It'll delay them, try and disperse them. Now I'm going to start to come on anyway. This is Chaos on the B-bomb side. Smokes everywhere. Lack, that was his opportunity, but couldn't quite get the kill. Can call to his teammates that they're close by, but the rotation's in from the CTs already. Shiro picking up that one. Axel as well. Winter, the last man standing, and he's coming in with a bit of a flank from short, but do we expect too much from him? Probably not. He has got an AK. At least that's something. A little bit of Molotov that go out towards the car, but he will still just stand on short. Multiple players all around the B-bomb site. They don't really want to give him anything. They don't know what he's got. Now I'll just set it towards short. Under a minute left. It's on to Winter to make the play. He has so many options here. Save. Go for an exit. Or just hunt them, shall I say. Try and flank them, see how much damage you can get down. But probably not going to get a whole lot done. Yeah, the youngsters probably want to eventually leave this side of the map once it confirms they confirm that they've won it. But Winter is just going to be sitting murder holes, hoping that one of them walks in there, hunting him down. But that's all he can really hope for here. The save is definitely going to be the call. And it will be 4-0 Gambit youngsters. A good start on Mirage. You need this as well, considering sort of the mental fortitude it required to get back into the game there on Inferno, and they still couldn't quite get the lead. I think that's going to be really annoying to them. They're probably going to want to change that fact here on Mirage. And of course, this being their pick, they have something prepared for us, so they should be rather prepared for their pick. Although it's a map that I feel like Se7en can definitely compete on. They've shown they're good on the likes of Dust 2. They can play on Inferno. Their map pool is not actually that weak, which is something you usually see when you come into it and you have an unknown quantity. It's because it's not just because they're unknown to you that you assume that they have a weak map pool. It's because they are unknown in a way, because you play against the best teams a lot of the time, or in the CIS region or whatever. You're gonna get to realize what sort of stuff works against the lower tier teams and what stuff works against the better teams, and what doesn't work against the lower teams and what works against the best teams. So you have to try and like find it out. And I mean, you'll only play well against the better teams if you're playing against them consistently and realize what works, what doesn't, and try and adapt off that. But coming into this, I've actually been impressed with Se7en's playstyle. They've actually had a very solid team play, and that's a big part of it. Yeah, I've got the individuals there as well, which is obviously another facet to this. And it's going to be Inters taking that kill. It's going to be Axel there as well. Smiley able to pick up one, but it's not really enough just yet. They'll try and overwhelm the A-bomb site, but it's all the kills for Gambit youngsters needed, and they have got them. I'll be super taking away Smiley, and now Winter into the 1v4 clutch. Has picked up the first and the second off towards stairs. And that is quite something there on that second kill. Although Super and Shiro are just going to be sitting back. The bomb is on the floor inside of the A-bomb site. Winter's going to try and scurry along towards it. Shiro here with the AWP starting to move close. Supra is so low. If he gets rid of Supra, that'll be a kill. Rather simply picked up, but Shiro, he'll play contact, knows exactly where Winter is, and the AWP will ring through. 5-0 here for Gambit youngsters. An excellent start coming into Mirage. Exactly what the doctor ordered after that illness that was Inferno. So Se7en are going to bring themselves into a bit of a half bar here. Lack actually going for a scout and armor, so he'll leave himself with 1.1k. We'll get loss bonus built up to the maximum in the next round. So this buy is a bit of a half buy, but they're going to have a solid one into the next. So still have damage potential in this one, while also in the next having a time of their lives. So there will be a missed shot from Shiro. A little bit unorthodox. Perhaps move there while taking the shot. A little bit quick for his own good, perhaps. As Kinder will take the initial damage. It's Axel peeking in towards short. This time, he has picked up the kill. That's Axel to pick that up. Shiro with a deagle. Now HP, Smiley, and Winter are into a 3v5. Two-man advantage on the CT side to try and hold on here. And Supra is going to be finished off by Smiley. Yeah, but youngsters are getting it done here as HP is the last man alive into a 1 versus 4. And this will be a 6-0 start for Gambit youngsters. As predicted in this one. You don't really expect him to get too much done here, Se7en. A headshot off towards Nafani, that's enough. Any kill here is a bonus. Don't really expect him, of course, to win the round, but I think there's always that sort of thing in the back of your head. You're like, okay, they might actually be able to do this. So I think you always go into these runs expecting them not to win, while also at the same time simultaneously expecting them to win. It's kind of weird. That's the problem with Counter-Strike. Well, not a problem. It's not a problem at all. It's quite interesting. Keeps you on your toes. Well, Winter will find Supra. And that'll be the kill from HP coming in. And Shiro is going to be here with AWP towards Palace. After the Molotov in towards Ramp, that'll be a player at base. They will fall away. There's a headshot from Lack onto Shiro. They all falling apart here as Se7en finally find themselves a bit of a cleaner run. They've kept all 5 players alive already. And now enters the last man standing. It's not going to look good for him. He'll be over towards the other side of the map. And the bomb will get planted. I'm taking away. 7-0 is not what Se7en had in mind. They will get themselves 6-1 in round number 7. I mean, realistically, round 7 was always going to go in favor of the T side here, right? 7 runs. You know. So finally, Se7en will get themselves their first on the board. And this is perhaps the turnaround that they need. They have to get here fighting on Mirage. They're taking their time. Will be the kill from Inters coming through. Kinder He will fall, and it'll be into a man advantage for Gambit youngsters. Nefani will try and get this kill on the lag. He's about to walk into his crosshair, and it's a 2-man advantage now for the CT side. We'll start to feel a little bit better about this one as the bomb starts to make its attention over towards the B bomb site. Coming on in with a backup as well. And there's going to be Winter coming through. I've got one player inside the middle. HP looks for the tap. Grenade will go on in. Follow up smoke as well. Gambit youngsters look to shut this one down. They don't want any chances for Se7en at all. Smiley might just get that chance though. Shiro overextends. The patience play from Smiley will erupt and give Se7en a chance into this one. Again, there's still a man down, but with the 1-man deficit, it's still compatible. So 20 seconds left. What's the call from Se7en? Did they want to rush into this? Did they want to try and get a round win here? Or are they just going to save? Because here it goes. The smoke goes in, the Molotov. They have to be perfect here. They have to literally be perfect on the bomb site. There's no chance, no time for wasting. And that is going to be the kill on the Winter. I think that's job done. No time for the plant. And it will be the kill from Smiley. But that's not enough. 7-1. Gambit. Oh my goodness. This has been an excellent start from them. They had one little hiccup there, but it's answered back quite well. Well, Lack has got the opening kill this time. In towards middle. Se7en have got the opening frag. One player up on the ticket. It's going to be Nefani in the window. He's going to be finished off. And it's going to be a 2-man advantage for the T side. Inter's trying to bring himself back over towards B. I've got one player up inside of Palace. It's Winter who's going to overextend. He's going to walk right through. Winter's able to pick that up. Now it's going to be a 3-man advantage on the Se7en side as they start to come on in. The bomb has been collected in his possession and will get planted in front of the triple stack. It'll be the 3-man advantage here for Se7en. Shiro and Inter still will hold on to the B bomb site, but this is another good run from Se7en. They needed this one and they managed to get it. They still compete. And they are still not out of this first half. It has been pretty solid start here from Gambit youngsters, and they've done it quite well. But the fact that Se7en are still competing just shows they still want to play in this map, because you can't allow Gambit to just build up so many runs and just keep it as well, because then at that point you start to lose that mental edge of, all right, we're a map down. You know, you start to feel confident. You feel like you can bring it to vertigo. And so Se7en need to be that thorn in their side. They're constant reminder there that they are mapped on. And Kinzer will finish off with 2 kills. They get rid of everything on Gambit. That'll force a complete rebuy. And their money's not exactly great here on the CT side. So perhaps this is a time for Se7en to step into the game and really get a few runs on their board. Because Gambit, they're going to go for the investment. They're going to have the AWP. They're going to have a rifle along with some deagles. But if Se7en manage to pull this one off, it'll be right back down to a low buy for Gambit. And Se7en should have a string of runs together. Pushing on through, it's going to be HP with Axel hitting the deck. A man advantage for the T side. Now they just have to hold on. Inter steps into the action. There's one for Gambit. Can he get another as well? No. Under so much pressure, the T side will make the CTs crumble. And that will be the round win from Se7en. They'll be up to 3. And now Shiro is into that 1v4. He'll be spotted as well, coming back in towards B. Lack, here's the footsteps. Job done. 3 on the board for Se7en. And they'll be happy with the outcome of this. At this point, Se7en taking control of middle. We'll put their troops through. Kinder will be up on short. He'll look down the barrel through connector. Under a minute left. As Se7en start to bring most of their players in towards here. There'll be one player trying to get it done as Shiro with only a Zeus. So I don't really see the chances being too high here as Se7en actually takes him away with a Molotov. That's HP picking that up. And it'll be the bomb getting planted. And Se7en will put the digits up to 4. Se7en starting to really fight here at the start of this. Good to see. I'm not going to lie down and let Gambit just destroy them. Because that would be definitely not the most entertaining affair. Especially after winning Inferno in such a spectacular fashion. And we get onto this map and it would start to fall apart. But luckily for us, it is still a great map here. Take a look at those odds, brought to you by GG.bet. To the odds, definitely favoring Gambit here. Going into this one. And it's currently looking like Se7en will be on 5. Because Gambit don't have a whole lot brought to this. They'll be mostly trying to get some damage, caused a couple of rebuys. They have got an AK to work with thanks to Supra, but the push is going to come in through Palace. The A bomb site is under a hell of a lot of pressure, and Gambit youngsters are locked inside of middle now. The connector is being annexed off, and that's going to be Se7en taking it for free. The smoke will cover off the vision, and the time will tick away. This will be a quick round coming through for Se7en. Gambit, they cause one rebuy, but it's not really that impactful. It's all about the next round, and Nafani actually walks away with an AK, so not too bad. Finding themselves the next round is crucially important for Se7en here. If they want to be able to sort of get this half back to even odds, if they want to try and equalize this, or even better, you know, take the lead coming into the second half on the T side, then they have to win this next one. There's no question about it. Gambit have brought it to the table. They want to get it back into winning ways. They're going to have the AWP on Shiro. They're going to have the rifles across every other player, and they've actually saved over an AK, so that allows for even more utility, even though they would still have that in buckets and spades if he didn't have the AK. Here it goes. Shiro with the AWP. AK-47 on a Fanny. All in the hands of Supra. And Exile enters. Hasn't yet bought, but eventually will. And, you know, you don't really have to go in this point if you're Gambit. You don't really have to waste the cash on a helmet, right? Because, you know, you're going up against all the AKs. The only weapon that really would matter, I guess, is the AUG at long range. But, again, doesn't fully matter that much. And it's going to be the 3 AUG setup. Supra coming into it alongside Exile. He enters with one as well. AWP and an AK is the rest of the buy here. And a pause has come in. This is definitely one of the more important rounds so far on Mirage. And both teams will definitely want to take their time in considering this. So coming back into this, it's going to be the open play on Smiley. The rifles are there as well on the T side, and Gambit youngsters brought themselves a buy into this as well. Again, this is probably one of the most important runs we've seen so far. Can they pull it off? Get themselves back to winning ways, or will Se7en start to look like they are really competing here in this series for a 2-0 even? It will be a fast play from Lack right in towards B. Quite reckless, in fact, and enters will take him away. And it's going to be a very ill fake. They tried to show that they were going to go there with an impact, but at this point, Se7en have fully rotated back over towards A. They're about to walk on through. Gambit youngsters bringing their players over from the B bomb site. They're going to rotate fully in towards the A bomb site itself. And this is going to be Se7en with a man deficit trying to hold on. HP completely blinded on the cross. Super able to pick that up. And this should be Gambit winning the half already. Although Se7en are going to do their best work to try and hold on to the A site. And it's Nafani back towards spawn. He'll find one player coming over the top of him. It's Smiley, who will not hit the deck. And now they're surrounded on all angles. Se7en really struggling to hold on here. Winter and Kinder, they will get 2 kills. It's a 2v3, make it a 1v3. As it is, Inter picking up that kill. Winter into the clutch, cannot get it done. And Gambit will find it. Already confirming themselves at least the round lead moving into the second half. But obviously, they'll want to get a little bit more here. And Se7en are going to try and stop that from happening. They walk right into it with the money they built up. 15k on Kinder, you know, they've won a few runs in a row. They've got the bomb plan again there. They'll get a buy coming in. It's the AKs, the AWP. And crucially important run here again. And I think we're just going to see very important run, close runs right until the end of this first half, really, at this point. Because Se7en have enough money even if they lose this one to buy into the next. So it's actually more Gambit who should be sweating a little bit here. Obviously, they don't know that. I shouldn't know that. Concentrate, make sure that they take it round by round. Make sure they don't make any errors. Se7en will bring their troops over towards A. 4 players sitting outside the site. Lack able to pick up Shiro. It'll be the spray from Nafani who'll take away Lack. Now it's into the 4v4. Push coming in towards the A bomb site. Shot lands from Nafani up towards Palace. Is going to do quite a bit of damage onto Smiley. Another push coming through. Flashbang in towards jungle. Axile blinded by it, but they'll just have to hold off here, Gambit. It's going to be the 4v4, but they've done significant damage. They've lowered Smiley to 18 HP. Winter's on half HP. They just need to have faith in their retake abilities. The Se7en haven't really had the chance to dig in deep yet. That'll be the fake from HP. Now they have to realize that oh no, the fire comes in. That'll force Winter out. I was going to say the bait and switch could really work here, but it will not. Smiley on 18 HP is locked inside a Palace. He's forced away. Oh, the shot from Axel is good as well on the Kinder, and it's all on the Smiley into the 1v4. The defuse coming through. It'll be 9 here for Gambit youngsters. They needed that round and they got it. Se7en. They will have a chance here again. The buy will come through probably until the end of this this half. Now they'll have money. They still aren't winning the rounds though, and that's the important factor. They would love just at least one more here. If they get at least one more round, that's when things can, you know, really set up. With a pistol win, you could definitely find yourself a chance. It will be the last round of the game. It will be the buy. Or last round of the half, should I say. They will have the buy for both teams. Now with the smoke dropping in towards Connector. Looking for over the top of it is Shiro, wanting to find this opening pick. They will cross over into his crosshair, and Shiro will find Lack. Man advantage there for the CT side as Shiro will look up towards the Palace again. It's a headshot on the Smiley. And it's a 2-man advantage for the CT side to work with now. It's Gambit. Perhaps feeling a little bit more confident now. Is Winter only got a P250? Right, it's going up for the AWP at Palace. There he is. Not that simply. 1 minute left on the clock. What's the call from Se7en? How do they get back into this one? Maybe the answer is they don't. Because this is looking pretty good for Gambit. The bomb is all the way over towards T-spawn. The nade will go in. 40 seconds. Shiro looks back in towards the A side. of the map. There's one player up inside of Palace. Se7en currently have a player over towards B and one up short. So it's not really looking good for Se7en's chances here with 30 seconds and no one has the bomb. So I'm pretty confident saying this will be a 10-5 half. In towards B, it'll be Kinder taking a headshot. Again, no bomb. And they'll run back and try and pick it up from spawn and try and run in towards A. But it's got to be a straight run here from Winter. You'll be... Nah, there's no time. It's over. It will be 10-5 at the half. GambitY youngsters will confirm with a triple kill from Shiro to end the half. Double figures reached. They'll be happy about this one. A better performance on Mirage for sure than that of Inferno's first half. A 16-4 performance from Inters at the half. 11-7 on Shiro. Axel much better. 10-6. And they'll be feeling very happy here on the GambitY youngsters side. 7 with 5. It's not too bad. But we've kind of discussed how CIS teams love to get the T sides going. And 7 are going to be here with the pistol. They need to find this win. So the bomb wrapping its way back through T-spawn is going to start to gather inside of middle where most of the GambitY youngsters players currently are. There's 2 over towards A, 1 was jungle as well, and could rotate very quickly through. This point, Gambit, they definitely want to get themselves this pistol win. They want to try and continue this lead. It's initial damage done onto Lack, who's standing in default as well. That's a good start. Shiro could actually finish him off, and there it is with the information. It's rather easy just to peek out and take the kill. Now they know where HP is. He should be gone after 1 as well. And it's a man advantage for the T side. The CT is trying to get back into the bomb site, trying to cause a problem. But the problem is for them, there might not be a chance to get back into the bomb site unless Kinder and Winter can step up, and that's exactly what they've done. 2 kills come through. Inters gets 1 as well, but they not know where he is. It doesn't matter though. Shiro's on the spot. It's a triple kill as he lines them all up. It's 11-5 here for GambitY youngsters, and they win the pistol. This could be a scary half for 7 if they cannot get into it early. In a similar storyline though on Inferno with GambitY youngsters, right? They went into the second half with a huge deficit. They lost the pistol. They got off to a poor start, but they still come back into it and made a meal of it. Although they still couldn't win it. This is looking rather likely. We might actually end up hitting Vertigo. GambitY youngsters can keep this up across the series. Perhaps even see them reach the minors. Take a look at those odds by GG.bet again. Going to heavily favor Gambit here on Mirage. Well, Shiro, he will smoke off the top of the connector. GambitY youngsters are going to start bringing their troops up short. They want to get in towards this side of the map, and currently no one here on B for the CT side, so P250 will go through the connector. Shiro will hit the deck off the back of it, but again, it's going to be a simple push from Gambit in towards this side of the map. They're not going to have too many problems coming their way. Axel is up inside of the apartments. Flashbang going to go through as well. They just want to get on towards the side. The CTs, instead of saving, have rotated over. They want to get here fast enough to try and cause a problem, and they've actually got here perfectly in time. It's Lack and Smiley picking up 2 kills. Axel and Inters, they pull it back, but it's all on Inters now. A 1v3. What has happened here? 7 rotate fast enough to cause a problem, and now Inters has to clutch. There's the first. They know where he is. Lax has done a good job not to overextend, but he has not. That's a 3rd kill for Inters. Now, the last player left is Kinder, off towards short. 22 seconds left to try and recover the bomb. Kinder should hear the footsteps. As soon as he hears the tap, he'll peek out into the open. Inters knows where the last player is, but he still can't get the kill. 14 seconds left. He has to try and recover the bomb, and Kinder walks into the open. That could have been much better there. For the CTs, they actually could have realistically won that, but they throw it all away towards the end. Peeking in, wasn't quite sure what was going on, and with the low time, I have to say, it was played pretty perfectly from Inters under pressure. Currently is 21-4. He's had a very, very solid performance here on Mirage. Not really tested too much. And Se7en have been decimated yet again. And we'll be round number 18 coming up. They have a buy coming in. It's going to be the AWP, the AUGs, and the M4 in play on the CT side. Kinder about to walk on in his HP with a pickup onto Supra. Kinder gets another. That's a good lineup for two. And now it's on Nefani and Axile into a 2v4. This one should be a rather simple cleanup here for Nefani. Should I say Kinder onto Nefani? And that is indeed what happens. Axile is on his own in a 1v5. He'll B-hop over. Pretty confirmed that this one's over. Se7en win that one cleanly. Good job there from Kinder with the 3 kills. I think Gambit wanted to just sort of change the pace a little bit. You know, oh, here comes the first gun round. You know what we'll do? We'll just throw a fast play at them, and if they can handle it, if they can't handle it, we win the round. If they can handle it, well, rip. And that's exactly what happens. Gambit do get wrecked on the A site. And they now have the Deagles and the Galil to work with. Four rounds away, Gambit are from taking us to Vertigo. This round probably not going to be one they will pick up, but you know, they'll do their best. They'll show us what they're made of with the weapons that they have. It is very limited, but it's not exactly a buy that can't win. You know, we've seen it time and time again. These random buys, these Deagle Force buys can actually work out, and especially in the hands of Gambit youngsters. They have some incredible individuals on it. And Se7en, they are going to be here. Flat covering off the window. That will be Supra getting dropped early. Man advantage there for the CT side. Flash should go in towards ramp. Smiley looks back towards connector where the push is coming on through. As HP with a headshot. A second there as well. As he looks back up towards Palace. A grid hole coming in by Se7en. And that will be Se7en reached actually on the board. So they'll be very, very happy about winning rounds at this point. They'll start to feel a little bit more confident about themselves that they can still win the rounds. You think after a while, though, Gambit were dominating them. Started to feel perhaps that he'd reached the point where they'd perhaps met their end on Mirage, but perhaps that's not over just yet. Se7en have a chance here to get a few more. This one should definitely be theirs, though. It's just in full eco on Gambit. Not really too much there to talk about. And this is going to go and get it over and done with. They'll run in towards B. Black will line them up. That's one. They get 3 with the Molotov. And Winter steals where he is. So it's 4 kills for Lack. Very easily done. And it's 12-8 now on the board. 4 rounds away, Gambit. Just on the precipice of taking Mirage. Taking us to that final map. And they want to get it done here, I'm sure. Because here comes the buy. It'll be AWP in the hands of Shiro. The AKs are there. The SG for Supra. Utilities there on most of the players apart from Inters, who doesn't have anything. And the one thing they're lacking is Molotovs. They don't have too many of those. Or an Itchy. So, Se7en, it's going to be a better buy for them overall. They have a far superior buy in terms of the utility. But Gambit can still win off the back of just sheer aim. So we'll see if that is the case. Smoke goes up towards Palace. I'll cover that off. Will be the push from Gambit youngsters in towards the site. Nefani, he will take away HP. Lack able to get inters and finish him off. It will be 4v4. Nefani is going to be here with a headshot off towards Lack. They can get another one as here as well. That would be perfect. Winter will take away Nefani. Winter gets another double kill from him. A triple from him. Now he has to pull off the 1v1 out of nowhere. It's a flurry of frags, but Winter has been found. It's Shiro on the op. Of course he wins the clutch. He's done it time and time again for Gambit youngsters across the series so far. And now they are only 3 rounds away from Vertigo. Se7en, they were 1 map up in the series. They currently still are only 1 map away from a spot at the CIS minor. The Gambit youngsters are bringing the fight to them. They don't want to let it happen. They want to go there. They want that experience. They're going to have to go through a very tough team to get it. Smiley and Winter on the double up setup here on the CT side. We kind of talked about how that is very interesting indeed. It allows kind of frees up one of them a little bit more. You can play a lot more aggressive, proactive with one of the ops. The other usually plays a little bit more passively and more like a turret. We'll see what the case is here, because they've gone for a little bit of a stack over towards the A-bomb side with the 3 players. And quite a recessive hold inside of mid. No one really wanting to challenge this. They're going to let Gambit take middle and use that as pretty much free real estate. And there's a minute left on this clock. The bomb shifting its attentions up towards the B house. To be brought over through the B apartments eventually. And Shiro is just scoped in the entire time. They don't know if there's a player aggressive anywhere. They're just making sure that they clear that, and they make sure that they tick off every possibility, and they make sure that they cannot make any mistakes. And it will be 35 seconds left. Eventually they are going to have to push in here, and it looks as though they have a plan in mind. It is going to be a couple of players walking in towards A through connector, but it's stopped immediately, and so the push into B needs to come on in, and it'll be a missed shot from Shiro. Actually, it doesn't miss, but it's just not a kill. Oh, he hits that. That's quite incredible. But Lack will be seen off towards short. He will be able to pick up Axel, but at this point is looking like it might just fall apart for Gambit youngsters, because this round, it wasn't played very well, I have to say. The initial idea, I think, was to split through connector on the back of B, but they couldn't get through connector, and it ends up being a round here on the board for Se7en. Still competing, indeed. Off goes up towards the apartments. 2 players currently sit outside of A. One has the bomb. They're rotating on in as well to help. At this point, Winter will sit back just outside of the bench inside of the B bomb site. Se7en only 1 away from double figures. This game has suddenly become close, just under our eyes, you know? It's just randomly become close, it feels. Se7en have stepped into it. They have the double ult setup in play. The buy is much better than that of Gambit youngsters. Oh my god, but not that shot. Nafani looks to the right. Lack, goodbye. Good night. That was a great shot as well. Now Winter stands inside of the B bomb site, scared to challenge Nafani. He will take him down though. They reclaim control of the B bomb site. Danger averted. 45 seconds. The play about to come in towards A. I think Se7en are pretty prepared for this. They're calling the rotation over pretty early as well. Kinder in a good angle. If he can deal with Axel, that could be an early pickup. Looking for a second as well, and he gets it. Job done. 2v3. Super has done damage with that Galil. Looking for another. It's actually Shiro that will pull it into a 2v2. As soon as I say that, Super picks up the kill as well. And it's now all on Smiley. A 1 versus 2 clutch up against the weaker buy of Gambit. They couldn't get it done, but it's Smiley. Now a 1v1. Shiro up on top of the triple, looking for the flick. Smiley flicks fast, but cannot pick it up. And looks back in towards default. This is so awkward. 10 seconds left. Shiro makes it happen. And it is going to be 14-9. Gambit, that was chaotic. We didn't know which way that was going to go, but eventually Gambit make it happen. Now they're 2 rounds away from taking Mirage, taking us to Vertigo, and keeping the series going. Important round coming up again for both teams. Their buys are pretty similar yet again. Both weak. Should be the testament to how this game has gone so back and forth. It's literally they're battling, bloody bruised and broken. Come to the point where they've beaten each other so badly that's weak punches going through not. And Nafani, He's going to be up on short. The Deagle swinging in. There's a great headshot again. Nafani start things off with a Deagle. His crispy aim has been enough to give them a chance again and again. To win this map, their chances of staying are going to the minor are still alive. Kinder will take the kill onto Nafani. It'll be into a 4v4. 50 seconds left. Gambit youngsters, they are about to walk in towards the A bomb site. A good kill from Supra onto Lack. And the bomb is ready to come in towards this side of the map. Block will go down on default spot. That'll cover off the vision of CT and allow the bomb to get planted. Winter holding. There's the kill on the Supra. Back into the 3v3. 30 seconds. Shiro will get the bomb planted. And Se7en will sit outside of the CT spawn. They're going to play this one on retake. It allows Gambit to get some post-plant positions established. At this point, you have to see a successful retake come in from Se7en. They've got a Molotov, 2 smokes and a nade still alive, along with 3 players. 2 of which have snipers though, and Kinder is through the connector. He's taking his time. There's the shot from Shiro. That decreases their chances now. There's no kit alive on either of the players remaining. Another shot from Shiro. This one's over. Kinder's gone. It will be map point for Gambit, and Kinder has been found. 1 round left here for Gambit to take us to Vertigo, and it looks like they might have just done enough, as the money from Se7en is not in a great position whatsoever. Utility goes over the top in towards the B bomb site. There'll be a couple of players sitting in here. Supra has got his charge on him with the SG. Winter holds the angle. He'll look up towards the top. He'll start rattling shots off, but no kill coming in just yet. He will eventually pick one up, and it's 2 for Se7en. Inter's able to keep it even, but Smiley's there. Winter as well. How has this happened? How have the pistols and the low buy keep working out for them? As Shiro has to pull off the 1v2 clutch. He has got the first kill into this. He looks over towards the bench, and Shiro's pulled that off as well. 1 more player left. Shiro could do it all. He could bring us to Vertigo on his own, and he cannot get it done. Kinder with the headshot. I thought for sure Shiro had that one in the bag. It looked like it. But the 5-7 rings through. And it will be Se7en surviving for yet another round. They are certainly on life support at this time. Molotov lands in behind Shiro. He will sit here with the AWP. There's the pick. The early advantage for Gambit. Supra's actually burnt on a 36 HP. And here comes the push and the rest of the Gambit side as they start to make their way in towards the B bomb site. The cross is found as well. HP will fall. Smiley able to get one on the UMP. And that'll be the main advantage for the T side. The time starts to tick. The rotation has to come in from Se7en. This one's looking a little less likely that they're able to make this happen. They had that insane round in the last, but this time Gambit have got the bomb site. They've got their post plants. They've got another kill. It's all on Smiley. It will be over. We're going to Vertigo. We're going the distance. All 3 maps here. What a performance this has been from both teams. Se7en keeps standing tall towards the end there. Again, though, it looked like another level from Gambit youngsters. Shiro and Inters topping the scoreboard. 27 kills for Inters, 24 for Shiro. I'm looking forward to seeing what Gambit youngsters can get done on that 3rd map. Will Se7en, or will it be Gambit reaching that CIS minor? Join us after the break because we've got an excellent final map to conclude the sick best of 3.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.